Here's yet another Daily Mail article, and it's Alan Page that is in the news. And I saw this video, but I don't know if I'm actually allowed to use it because I know these networks are very, how should I put it? Well, they're very strict when it comes to just using footage and copyright striking. So I'm not gonna where Ellen Page is actually lashing out against other of if the video is gonna stay up. So Ellen Page goes off on Chris Harmless statement about his personal faith. The Inception star took to Twitter to slam the 39-year-old Jurassic World star for his connections to what she called an anti-LGBTQ church. Okay, but his church is infamously anti-LGBTQ, so maybe address that too. Alan tweeted late Thursday night. Chris was in the news after talking to Stephen Colbert's show about his faith that helped him balance his fame. There's this great quote that I actually heard in church and it felt really appropriate, which was, if the spotlight that's shining on you is brighter than the light that comes from within you, it'll kill you. And you see it all the time, he explained. People in our position, people that are actors, you see it a lot. It's a real bright spotlight. Let's see. The Guardians of the Galaxy star went on to discuss contributing factor to his six-pack abs, a biblically inspired diet known as the Daniel fast after the book of Daniel. I did it for my church, he said. It's based on Daniel. He was a guy who only ate fruits and vegetables and grains. I was inspired by my pastor. We do it. It's kind of like our Lent, give us something up. And so for 21 days I had no meat, no sugar, no alcohol, and it was actually amazing. It was really cool. The church and pastor went unnamed, but according to Vox, Chris attends. Yeah, now I'm not gonna say this because you're basically doxing the pastor. Zoe Church calls itself an inclusive space, but its pastor affiliation suggests otherwise. Veach told the New York Times he had modeled his church, Hillsong, an LA-based Australian transplant church where he sometimes preaches. In an August 2015 statement, I lost my thing. Was a gay, sometimes preaches. In August, to love gay people, Hillsong pastor Brian Houston wrote the church was a gay welcoming church, but we are not a church that affirms a gay lifestyle. Now, what is wrong with that statement? Look, people can accept and let you choose the lifestyle you want, but they don't have to like it or approve of it. Or even affirm it, as he says. Hillsong Church welcomes all people, but does not affirm all lifestyles. He continued, put clearly, we do not affirm a gay lifestyle, and because this, we do not knowingly have actively gay people in positions of leadership, either paid or unpaid. I recognize this statement alone is upsetting to people on both sides of this discussion, which points to the complexity of the issues of church for churches all over the world. In addition to Chris, other celebrities like Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin regularly attend Zoe's services. Alan's call out of Zoe's philosophy comes almost 5 years after she came out as gay during a speech for the Human Rights Campaign. The Umbrella Academy star married the Canadian dancer and choreographer Emma Portner in 2018. So that's basically the article, but again, I don't see the issue here if all they could dig up from the church was they don't approve of it. But why doesn't Alan Page speak out against the gay people who are being get gender reassignment surgery in Iran or other places in the Middle East, where they mistreat, torture, harass, jail? Why doesn't she speak out about any of the horrendous situations in other places of the world where gay people do not have rights. They are, as I said, tortured, killed. They are jailed. They are whipped. There's all sorts of things that happen to these. You can just look at India. It's not that a progressive country. Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the Emirates, Turkey, Egypt. I mean, they just jailed a homosexual who went on a show and cancelled, I believe, also the show of the guy who hosted the homosexual. Like, why do these hypocritical celebrities and from the LGBTQ community always go after people who have other opinions than themselves? Now, I'm personally not a fan of Christianity, but as I'm an atheist myself, or agnostic, whatever you want to call it, I do not have any faith. But yeah, I've calmed my attacks on Christianity, because even though I do not agree with what they spew, because I believe it's indoctrination they do. But if an adult wants to be in a church and has certain beliefs and doesn't harm anyone, who am I to say that they shouldn't believe what they believe? That's exactly the opposite of what you're opposing, or say you oppose, on page. You're claiming to be the tolerant one and be against bigotry, yet you want to impose your will and your faith or ideology or opinions on Chris Pratt and churches. You don't see the hypocrisy in that, and it's just these. I don't want to use insulting terms, but I can just say the stupid celebrities and hypocritical celebrities will always go out of the way to bash everyone else, point at everyone else, and they're always awesome. It's just, and I just hope she realizes this, because this does not look good on her, in my opinion. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.